Oh, yeah. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we thank God for you as well. All those who are listening live right now and those listening later on, we appreciate you being with us today. And guys, I want you to not only pay attention, take some notes, but also, Doc, we want them to share this out as well, all on their social media
Oh,
platforms. Absolutely. Hey, guys, before I release this mic to the Doc, Dr. Stan Matthews, I want to let you know a little bit about him, ladies and gentlemen, because you got to know this gentleman. You have to know him. You've got to be a part of the network, guys. Dr. Stan Matthews, along with his wonderful wife, Dr. Sylvia Matthews, ladies and gentlemen, they are Fraser Nation citizens, Fraser Nation citizens. And they're also the founders of the MPG Partner Group, ladies and gentlemen. They are the founders of that. That's the Matthews Prosperity Group. Also, too, Dr. Stan, ladies and gentlemen, is a master networker, one of the best on the planet, and he's the executive producer of the Masterclass, which I'm so honored to be with him on as well. In addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, Doc and his wife, ladies and gentlemen, we have our MPG Marketing Mondays. Y'all look out for that. Also, too, he has on YouTube, on his YouTube channel, Matthews TV and the number four, ladies and gentlemen, me. That's Matthews TV for me on his YouTube channel. And also, too, we have the MPG Nation app that's available for you as well. We'll talk to you more about that in the future. And today, our master class with Dr. Stan Matthews. Doc, thank you so much for your time today. Incredible
we
time.
look forward to it, and we thank you so much for your kindness and for your generosity in sharing the platform, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Well, Doc, we want to release this time to you and kind of introduce some folks to the master class, mainly the mission and the purpose and why we're really here today.
Sure, sure. So, Masterclass is dedicated towards highlighting the mastery in all of you.
Yeah.
Each one of you who's an entrepreneur is God's gift to the world. He's given you so many gifts so that you can be a blessing to others. On Masterclass, we want to unlock those unique gifts that He has
Mhm.
given you. We also want to ask you to clearly state the name of your company. We want to ask you to share the unique value of the products and services that you offer into the marketplace. And we also want to ask you to share with us how your best clients get in contact with you. How your best clients get in contact with you. By unlocking those, we let people who would work with you have easy ways to connect with you and to make your brand and theirs work because one to another that collaboration breeds currency, and that
Yes,
one to another is when the best currency is created, when you are relating one another to each other.
I love it, Doc. Doc, I was just taking some notes here, ladies and gentlemen. There's two things when we talk about masterclass with Dr. Matthews today, ladies and gentlemen. Two areas is relationship building. Man, Doc, I love that part of it right there. That R comes way before the connection, in
That's
my
right.
opinion, sometimes. So the relationship is so important, folks. And I think the planet is starving for that, Doc. I kind of take a litmus test every now and then of what's going on around the planet as it relates to social media, and people are starving for relationships, the right relationships, that is, as well. And the second thing, of course, Doc, is those connections. I believe when you hit the right
Big time.
relationships, the connections come professionally as we talk
Yes.
about business only at this time. Would you agree, Doc? That's some key points.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We can't get to a place where we're unified unless we're first connected.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's so critical, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, all my business owners and entrepreneurs and brand new people who are maybe just graduated from school, college, if you will, are looking to start their own business, you're going to
A
have
lot
to
of
be in some
background.
type of class. Yeah, you're going to have to be in a master class. You're going to have to get to know what the Matthews Group is doing, ladies and gentlemen, in this area. It is so critical. And I love my young adults, doctors, because they're at another level, but they're looking for some help. They're looking for some wisdom, if you will, on how to do it. I love it.
Well, they're the next leg of the baton.
Yeah.
If we have the baton in our hands now, we know who we're passing it to. And
Right.
each generation does their part,
Hmm.
Each generation makes their own unique contribution.
Right.
And so we should always make the path for those younger than us so that they can take the gifts that we left them and add to them. As time goes on, you'll find that we are in a much better place than we were when we were alive because of these young people that we brought up through the ranks.
Yes, sir. I love it. Doc, I love what you've been teaching and others teach as well in the network about, I just wrote down again, guys, about preparation. Doc, I tell you, 90% of everything is prep, is
Everything.
preparation. You
Everything.
got to be prepared. You got to understand that business is moving at the speed of sound,
Yeah.
and you got to be able to recognize the frequency changes, if you will, in business. And that's where the master class comes in. That's where the MPG group comes in as well. That's just what I'm learning every day, ladies and gentlemen. Also, to you have good planning, Doc. We got to have a good plan. Most of my clients, Doc, have everything up here in their wonderful mind and brain, which is great, but they don't have it on paper, Doc. They don't have it written down so they can execute it properly. And we know there's a lot of books on that. There's a major book that talks about writing down the vision. Doc, I know that's one of your
Yeah.
favorite scriptures.
Yeah. Yeah. Write the vision, make it plain. Book of Habakkuk.
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
let's say on this point here that you're touching bases on,
Yes, sir.
there are seven things that you need to be successful in business. Seven.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is you need to have a leader or a owner mentality. You
Yes, sir.
yourself,
Yes, sir.
a leader or a owner mentality. Now, having had a leader or owner mentality, the
Mm-hmm.
next thing now you've got to have the psychology of a strategist. So
Okay.
think about the people in your circle and ask yourself, do I have a strategy person on my team, right? Do I have a strategy person on my team, right?
Yes, sir.
The next person that you've got to have is a spirit led person,
Ah, yes,
right?
sir. Betty.
You're
Yes, sir.
not going to have a winning team unless you
Yeah.
have someone who's in tune to spirit.
Yeah.
Then you got to have somebody on your team who's a big energy person, male or female.
Yeah.
Nothing but positive energy comes from this person at all
I
times.
love it.
All times.
Yes, sir.
Then you've got to have a money person on the team. You got to know somebody who can go get the coins, know where the coins are. You
Yes.
got to have that person on your
Yes.
team,
Yes.
right? The Bible says you have not because you ask not, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
After the money person, the next person you got to have on the team is a friend. Someone that's going to keep it real with you. Hey,
Yeah.
Kevin, you know what? I've known you since we were 4 years old. I'm just going to tell you, Kevin. I'm gonna love you anyhow.
Right.
I know everything is about you, right?
Exactly.
The final energy that you need on a winning team is a lover. You've got to have somebody who just loves you unconditionally. I know
Yeah.
that's my wife, right?
Yeah, man.
And I watch her in action. Everything she does is for my best, right? And so you've got to have those energies, right? Um, a real good friend of mine
Yeah.
wrote a book about these seven energies, and she said that if all of us
Mm.
are a high-powered race car,
Yeah.
what does a high-powered race car need? It needs a pit crew.
Right.
And these seven energies are who you have in the pit crew. So if you were to say, Kevin, you were a high powered Lamborghini, you would
Yeah.
need to have an owner mentality. That's you. You would need to have a
Yeah.
strategist
Yeah.
if you are a high powered
Yeah.
Lamborghini. You would need to have somebody who's spirit filled, get all the
Yeah.
whole crew
Yeah.
together, hold
Yeah.
hands. We're going to make this no accidents, no incidents. You know the stuff that Mother Bones does for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would need an energy person. Look,
Yeah.
guys, I don't care what happens today. We're winning. We're winning. That's your
That's
energy
right.
guy. And
That's
then your
right.
money guy. Look, high powered race cars are not inexpensive.
That's right.
They're very expensive. You're going to
That's
need a
right.
money guy.
That's right.
And then you're going to need a friend. Kevin, should you really be driving something this fast?
Whew. I tell
Dude,
you.
are you serious about this? And then, of course, you're going to need the person who loves you to say, baby, no matter what happens, win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. I'm with you. I'm with you, right? Those seven energies,
Yeah.
think of yourself as a high powered race car.
Yeah.
and understand that those seven energies is what makes a high powered race car go. They are necessary, and you must have them on your inner circle in order for you to win.
And Doc, I love that analogy. And guys, I want to expand on that a little bit because guess what, Doc? As you know, the driver does not change the tires. He does not get out to change the tires. He has
No,
a team.
team,
He's got a
pit crew,
team
pit
that's
crew,
focused. They focus on what they're supposed to do, folks.
even down
The
to wiping the
driver,
windows.
exactly. The driver says, I've got to drive. He stays in the car to get ready to be pushed out into the traffic in order to get back in the race. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have to do the same thing in business, right? You have to have a team. Doc, I have so many clients that don't have that team yet. They're brilliant people. They know what to do, what has to be done, but the team
Yeah,
is not
winning.
there.
Yeah, yeah, winning requires a neat team, so they're gonna have to get that one way or the other.
Yeah, absolutely. In order to propel yourself forward, because there's no way that you can do it all by yourself. And Doc, I've been thinking about people got to think like a corporation. When you set up your business, you got your overall business name. Like I'm just going to use Microsoft, for example. They got divisions of this, divisions of that, and they hire people in that division, based on the budget that they have for that. They'll make that happen. And we have to do the same thing, Doc. Would you agree? We have to set up our business like a corporation. Do we not have to do that?
Yeah, well, the United States. If you go into the Hall of Records, the United States is a corporation.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. That's a good example for sure. I love it.
By definition, it is a
Yeah,
corporation. It's a
that's
group of
right.
people coming together for the purpose of creating a nation and administering to the laws of that nation. That's why you have a constitution. That's why it's often said we are a nation of laws, not of people.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. And guys, that's what the structure is all about, right? It's a structure, it's a process. And I have to say it permeates the whole world, right? Pretty much as you know, especially in the currency area and some other areas as well. Matter of fact, they probably can't remove too much in the currency area, Doc, right now, because it's in every part of the world as for exchange rates, so forth as well. It's going to be interesting in the future, see how they handle that. But that's another subject there.
I tried my hand at a little bit of that.
Yeah,
It's scary, high
yeah,
powered stuff.
yeah. It is high powered, and I want you guys to know that you can learn more about it, as you do your research as well. But our goal today is to get you ready to scale and grow your business. Right? That's what the
Absolutely.
masterclass is all about, guys. Wow, incredible. So, Doc, I love this platform where we're going to help you get to the next level. And, Doc, I want you to talk to our young adults because I have a lot of young adults that listen to the broadcast as well, and they just need a little help. They may not have that person in their life right now, but can you can you say a few words to our young adults who want to be entrepreneurs or
Yeah.
maybe have a great idea for a business as well?
Yeah. Well, many young entrepreneurs are multimillionaires today. I mean, I know of one
Yeah.
person that writes apps. His name
Yeah.
is Daryl Frater. He's
Oh,
won every award imaginable by the
wow.
Microsoft, by
Yeah.
the NVIDIA, all of them. And Daryl
Wow.
is a brilliant young man out of Somerset, New Jersey.
Hmm.
And his apps have won so many awards back and forth. He's been acclaimed by this one and that one,
Wow.
and you know, it's not too soon to set a goal. Remember, David was a shepherd boy,
Yes.
great grazing his father's sheep when he was called and told, you know what, you got to go defeat this enemy. Man is about 10 feet tall,
Yeah.
right? Leader of the Philistines. He said, "What?
Yeah.
I'm just grazing these animals." You know what? When God calls your number, He's not a respecter of your age. If He
Right.
feels that you
Right.
can do it, you get it done.
Absolutely. That's powerful, Doc, right there. And people forget that God said, "Hey, you do what I tell you to do. I'll take care of the rest." I love that part about David, man. He just said, "How dare you even think about the going against the Israel army?" I love it, man. I love that, and I tell you, Doc, today you got to have that type of tenacity and kind of also understand the process. That it's not about your might or will. It's about his will and might, ladies and gentlemen.
His money.
Exactly, because I believe he guided those stones right to the right location for the giant to get his head cut off. It's amazing.
And again about young people, the
Yeah,
giant getting his head cut off.
yeah,
Um, the important part to take from there is having confidence.
yeah, exactly.
David stepped out
Yeah,
boldly
yeah,
with three strings and a stone,
yep.
and he said, on this day,
Woo,
on this day, I'm going to take your head. On this field,
exactly. Yeah, yeah,
he was
yeah.
bold and confident. So, young people, be like David.
Amen.
I'm
I
winning
love it.
this day.
Yes, sir. And Doc, I love the passage. This is a paraphrase, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Who dares defies the armies of the living God? I love that phrase when he says that. Who
Yeah,
dare? He didn't care who it was. They could have been 100 feet tall. It didn't matter. He said,
that's
who
what he
dares
was.
defies? Exactly.
Yeah,
And
we're gonna get this done. So, young people,
absolutely,
be
absolutely,
confident. Start off, uh,
absolutely.
learn as much as you can, and then your turn will come.
Yeah, absolutely. And Doc, I kind of bring that into the business world too, as well. Like you said earlier, we've got to have that tenacity, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, if your goal is to make, 200 million, 300 million a year, whatever, or have a global franchise, whatever set up so you can do what you got to do, you got to say, how dare you networks out there defy me or deny me of my success here? And you got to go get it. You gotta
Gotta
open your
go get it.
mouth. David opened his
That's right.
mouth, Doc. That's what I loved about it. He opened his mouth, spoke the word of the Lord, and he kept moving, man. I love that. And we got to do the same thing in business today and just have some fun with it at the same time. But know that God, if He giving you a vision, Doc, man, I tell you, it's got to happen. You can make it
Yeah,
happen. And sometimes we just stop ourselves, Doc, sometimes or
yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
yeah. This morning in our Bible study, we were studying the book of John,
Yeah.
talking about blessed are they who believe yet have not seen.
Woo, that
So
part.
what Jesus is doing there, he's saying, for those of you who you got the vision in your mind, it hasn't
Yeah.
happened yet, but
Right.
I'm going to bless you for believing that it will
Right.
come past.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
said, blessed are they who believe yet
Yeah.
have not seen.
Right.
So now he's talking about the visionaries. It hadn't happened yet. It hasn't
Right.
manifested yet.
Right.
But you believe like tomorrow is coming that this is going to happen. He
Absolutely.
said, more blessed are they that
And
could do
doc
that.
and a doctor part I'm working on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm working on if you hear from God, come on now, you're hearing, it's him. And we still, I had to say, wait a minute, I heard from God. Why am I hesitant, Dr. Matthews, on the vision? Why am I hesitant on getting stuff done when he's already gave me the vision? And we
Well,
get we get stuck. I don't know why we get stuck so much because we just heard from God. You heard from God. He told you to write a book. He told you to start a business. He told you to do this, do that. He told you to start a hotel chain. He told you whatever it is. And we hesitate. We wait. I think we get distracted real quickly, Doc. I don't know why we get distracted when we hear from God.
again, we do that, and this is why I love using parables from the Bible
Yeah.
because it makes it so plain.
Yeah.
There's a scene where Jesus is walking on the water and there's a storm, and so Peter
Woo.
sees him. Peter says, "Master, yeah, you, yes, come unto me." Peter starts walking on the waters, he's doing just fine. Halfway to the ship, he looks down, he starts to
Woo.
sink.
Wow.
Jesus reaches down, puts the right hand of fellowship on him, picks him up,
Yeah. Yeah.
doesn't chastise him, asks him one question. O
Woo.
ye of little faith,
Right.
why
That
did
part.
you look down?
Right.
Young people, so as long as your head is up there, you can't lose. But the minute you look down,
Right. Yeah. That's it, Doc.
the
That is
game's
it.
over. The game's
Yeah.
over.
You took your eyes off the master,
Mhm.
folks. That's what that parable. Thank you for reminding me again about that. You took your eyes off the source, if you
The
will.
source, the
Yeah,
source, the
and
ultimate
all the
source.
above. Yeah, and we give God praise and glory for who He is as the great I am with the Son and Holy Spirit. But, ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you in the business world. you can't take your eyes off the prize, right?
No.
Can't do it. And Doc, I always use the analogy, if you and I are going to decide to build a seven-star hotel system, it's going to take some time. It's
Hmm.
going to take some time to build. It may take 5 years to get to, get it finished. Just depends on where we're going to put it and how big it's going to be. But it may take 5 to 6 years to even build the best seven-star hotel on the planet. And we know that
Best.
because we see it in the
Best.
cities,
Done
right?
it.
We know that. We
Done
know
it.
it takes time. Just incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we're here with Dr. Stan Matthews, here with him on M Masterclass today. For those who don't know, folks, he's also part of the Fraser Nation citizens. He's one of the citizens of the Fraser Nation. He's also an MPG partner, and he's also one of the master networkers, guys. All I can tell you, guys, you got to get to know Dr. Matthews.
I look forward to it, guys.
Sounds
Let's
good.
build. Let's build. Time to build.
Absolutely,
We're gonna be
absolutely.
like Nehemiah. We're going to get that wall.
Yep, exactly, exactly. And have your tools with you, folks. Have your tools and your sword with you, because you never know what you're going to need for sure. I love it. Well, Doc, any final thoughts for our wonderful audience today that we're going to be sharing with all around the globe today?
Very
Anything?
simply, God made all of us unique.
Amen.
There are 1.8 million reasons in your DNA for who you are.
Yep.
Everything from these eyebrows to the
Yeah.
hair to the chin, all of that is in that. But here's the genius of it. No one, two of us have the same 1.8 million codes in that DNA
Wow.
strand. No one of us has
Yeah.
the same codes, right? He
That's
made
right.
us unique in each case, unique
Wow.
in each case, right?
Wow.
So this is the advice we have on Masterclass. Stop trying so hard to fit in.
Right.
You and you and you and all of you were born to stand out.
Absolutely. I love it.
So
What great
thanks for
advice.
having me
Oh,
back,
absolutely.
back,
What great
Kevin.
advice. Keep it
Yeah.
simple, Doc. Just keep it
Stop,
simple.
stop,
Yeah, just
stop
keep it
trying to fit
simple.
in. You were born to
That's right.
stand
That's right.
out.
That's
He
right.
broke the mold when he made you.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from Dr. Stan Matthews, ladies and gentlemen, along with his wonderful wife. They are the CEO and founders of the MPG Group, which is the Matthews Prosperity Group. I highly recommend that.
Hmm.
I want at least 1,000 people to ask us more about the MPG Group. You guys have become a part of our family, if you will.
Very
Get more
much so.
information. He's on YouTube, guys. If you need more information, let me know as well. And we're looking forward to. Don't forget, guys, we're going to be on Mondays on the network. We'll be on our master classes on Wednesday. Then we got our marketing. We got 2 meetings on Monday, guys, as part of them Marketing Mondays. So get ready
That's
for
right.
that and as well. But you'll be seeing more details about that on the network. Hey, Doc, I got a wonderful, one of my wonderful mentors says, remember to always outlove, outserve, and outforgive each other. And there's nothing you can't do together. So, Doc,
Nothing.
thank you so much for
Nothing.
your time
Nothing.
today on
I am so happy
Masterclass.
to be here, Kevin. Can't wait till next week. One more power packed week. We're
Yes,
going
sir.
to keep building, keep building, keep building. Listen, guys, you've got the right guy there, Mr. Kevin Vaughan.
Oh, we're not playing. We're
The
not playing with this
microphone of power. The microphone of power. He's got it.
one.
So, Kevin, God bless. Have a great afternoon, man. Hope to see
Oh,
you very soon. Keep
oh,
on
thank you.
networking. Keep on being a blessing, man. Take
Absolutely. We
care.
got such great mentors, guys. I've been learning from Dr. Stan and also Dr. George C. Fraser. I got to mention him because he's got some powerful books on connections and relationships, and it helped me tremendously back in the day when I read those books. It changed my life, and my business actually excelled the same month. It's amazing how you can get some information and you can go up, 20, 30% of your
Keep
business
going.
in the same month. That's right. I love it. Thank you so much,
Keep
Dr.
going.
Stan.
Take
Hey
care.
guys, I want you guys to have a great day. I want you guys also to share this out on all your social media platforms. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time on Masterclass, ladies and gentlemen, with
Masterclass.
Dr. Stan Matthews and Kevin Vaughan. God bless you, everybody. See you. Take care.